And that was when you felt empty inside? I see. Hi there. In this episode, we will have a look at this Nikkor 28mm f2 lens and put it through its paces. We will also give it the CLV score in the end, but first things first, let's have a look at its features and its handling. It was introduced in 1970, which, according to ChatGPT, is 56 years ago, although this copy is from 1974. There are 9 elements in 8 groups. Its aperture closes down to f22, it has 7 blades and the aperture ring clicks at every full stop. Its minimum focus distance is 30 centimeters and the filter diameter is 52 millimeters. Finally, the weight, 335 grams. There isn't much to say about the handling and features. Probably due to its age, the focus feels quite dry. However, it works flawlessly and without play. It turns about 140 degrees from near to far. Of course, as it is with Nikon lenses, the direction of rotation is opposite to that of other manufacturers. That's a bit annoying. I will be testing the lens on a Sony A7III and a Fuji GFX50S. On the latter, it's equivalent to a full-frame lens with a focal length of 22mm and a maximum aperture of f1.6. First, we'll look at distortion and vignetting on this Adobe camera calibration chart. As you can see, there's a small bit of barrel distortion happening and also vignetting at f2. While you can correct both in your editing software, you could also use the correction profiles I offer for download on my Patreon page. The link is in the description below the video. Lateral chromatic aberrations are clearly visible in the form of red and cyan fringes. Although wide open, they are conveniently masked by a spherical aberration. Longitudinal chromatic aberrations are there but quite low. At f4, they are virtually gone. Now this is the sensor coverage on the GFX camera. There are no black corners, which is very nice to see, especially since it's quite a wide-angle lens. However, they are a bit smeary. Back to the A7. Let's have a look at sharpness at infinity and in the middle of the frame. There's already good sharpness at f2, but at f5.6 we see a jump to even very good. Halfway to the corner it doesn't look too good. Only at f11 sharpness finally reaches a good level. The corner also has its best result at f11, however, unfortunately, at an even lower level overall. Here, we're testing sharpness at minimum focus distance. It's a better result than at infinity, with f4 already looking very good in the middle. And the corner, while being quite hazy wide open, and slightly so at f2.8, looks good at f5.6. Now this is the portrait distance. Only at f2 contrast is a bit low, but we see good to very good sharpness across the aperture range. Next we'll have some bokeh samples. Similar to the Zuiko 55 1.2 from the last episode, we also see edges in the bokeh here. However, they disappear when stopped down to f2.8. Finally, let's have a look at coma and sunstars. Wide open it starts off pretty badly, but from f4 onwards it is under control. From f5.6 onwards, sunstars form, which look very pretty when stopped down further thanks to their 14 rays. So much for the lens tests. Now please enjoy the sample shots I shot with this lens. This time they show cities in the states of Brandenburg and beautiful Saxony. That's it for the tests for this lens. Time to give it a score. For handling and features, it's a 6. Also for aberrations. For sharpness, unfortunately, only a 4. A 6 for its bokeh, but an 8 for the nice sunstars. Value is also an 8, since you can find this lens for 150 to 200 euros used. 38 out of 60 puts it only slightly below our last tested lens, the Zuiko 55 1.2, but it's still a quite good performance, I would say. Thanks for watching.